So compostology, so as she mentioned, we divert school food waste from incinerators to compost facilities and plant the seeds for meaningful environmental education. So in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see a picture of our 2018 program at Clarksburg Elementary School. And here you can just see our compostology volunteers helping students sort their food waste. So Compostology, together with BCC Capital Compost, founded a coalition to reimagine school waste in Maryland. And through this coalition, we lead programs using a $48,000 grant from the World Wildlife Fund. And our advisors include Ms. Erica Weiss, Mr. Joe Richardson, and Mr. John Meyer. And the members of this coalition include our county's Division of Solid Waste Services, Maryland General Assembly delegates Charkoudian and Solomon, and our county council member, Gabe Albernoz, who was the vice president when this coalition was created. And we are still working on onboarding more states across the country and expanding our programs. So the first part of our school food waste action program is recovery. So we have students place unopened items on a share cart or fridge, and students can just take items from the share cart or fridge throughout the day. And around 70 items per day are consumed by other school students from these carts and fridges. And the second part is diversion, which is where the composting programs come in. Students throw food waste into green cafeteria bins, and at the end of the day, building services move the compostable waste into 65-gallon bins at the school's docking station, which is then picked up by haulers weekly and transported to a composting facility outside of our county, because we don't have a composting facility in our county that will compost organic waste. And through these programs, we collect from 60 pounds to 2,000 pounds per month at each school that we do this at. The third part of our school food waste action program is education. So we educate students through classroom lessons and activities about food waste and diversion. We hold cafeteria assemblies, have peer-to-peer volunteering, and lunchtime staff support. We are also involved with each school's green team, and they help us collect data on our food waste. And we also have family newsletters and food waste prevention support. And we also have a lot of advocacy and leadership development opportunities available to students from middle school to high school. So here are some pictures from our current programs. So we have programs at Clarksburg Elementary School, Loiterman Middle School, and high schools like Richard Montgomery High School in our county. So here is our progress since we first started. Our founders of Compostology started this organization in 7th grade. So since then, we've had 38 programs and counting under the coalition that we founded that I mentioned before. We've mandated food recovery in all 211 schools in our county, and this includes stipends for environmental staff. And as I mentioned, we have a $48,000 WWF grant that we're still working on distributing, and we've raised other funds from other sources as well. And last year, we recently worked to pass State Bill 124, which was a $1.25 million grant program to reduce school waste across our state. And we worked to introduce this bill and now serve on the steering committee for this bill to help distribute the funds. And to advocate for this bill, we sent around 17,000 postcards to Annapolis in support of this bill from students across the state. So here are some more pictures of our work. So in the top left-hand corner, you can see our waste sorts that we've done. So here in these waste sorts, we just sort the waste to see how much is recyclable, how much is compostable, and how much is garbage. And we've also presented at our state's food summit, testified at our state senate, and these are some pictures from the postcard campaign that we held in support of the bill last year. Here are some more pictures. We partner a lot with different organizations, especially local ones near us. So here we are presenting to the Rockville Rotary, our Montgomery County Youth Democrats, and MAYO, which is the environmental organization for Maryland. So currently what we're working on is advocating for a composting facility in our county. As I mentioned before, we don't have one in our county, which makes the compost hauling fee more expensive. So we're working on trying to gain one in Montgomery County. And we're also pushing for funds from Montgomery County because our programs do cost around $200 a month to maintain. So we're pushing for funds from our county council and our Board of Education. We're also looking into on-farm and community composting and looking to guide other state teams in our process to expand the movement to reduce food waste. And we're still advocating for the remaining funds of the bill that we worked to pass last year. So, a little bit of how we got here. Our philosophy is that action precedes legislation. We've proved that our programs work even before the bill was passed last year, and that's really what pushes us to keep fighting. And we also do a lot of partnership building, which helps with raising funds. So, we partner with a lot of organizations, which can help with applying for grants and things of that nature. And we also have very clear goals, a robust student network of students from across the state, and we're looking to expand outside of our state as well. And we also take risks and ask questions in meetings with public officials and experts to learn more about how we can effectively advocate to reduce food waste. So, if you want to get involved and join our Compostology family, the first thing you can do is help us fundraise. And the second thing is if you're working on something or related or similar, we'd love to hear about it. You can email us at that email, compostologymaryland@gmail.com. And the last thing you can do is follow us on at Compostology Maryland on Instagram or fill out our interest form at the Linktree link right there to stay updated on our advocacy. Thank you guys so much.